Welcome. I wanted to thank you for attending the Google Expeditions workshop, and I wanted to provide a quick YouTube tutorial that'll help you walk through both the guide and the followers' interfaces. So here we're going to start with the guide on this tablet. So go to your home screen, tap the icon for Google Expeditions as that opens up. So on the top left, there's a drop-down menu that says Guide, and you can select that, and that will give you the choice to be the lead up on the left in orange or the follower down on the right in white. And we want to be the lead, so we'll click on lead. And you can see just below that drop down, it says you are connected to the JRWLGJD 5G network. You want to make sure that you guys are all on the same Wi-Fi network. You can see, hold on, it's looking for Explorer. So nobody's joined us yet. And you can tell that by the upper right hand corner. You've got the people icon and there's 0 next to it. This is right next to the search icon. You can see there's a lot of different expeditions that you can choose from here. How about we try out the national parks, Mount Rushmore, Yosemite, and Yellowstone? So we'll click on that. From there, you see that it's starting to download it. There's a download icon. It gives us a check mark. That means we've got it. So we'll click on that. Wait, let's go up to the top, back to the top. I want to show you again when a follower joins us. So if you look again over at the right-hand side at the people icon at the top right-hand corner at 0. So we want to see if someone else is going to join us. So far, nobody's up there. Oh, there goes one. There's another follower, a third follower, and a fourth follower. So now we have 4 followers. So let's go back down to the Yosemite picture. We'll click on that one. Okay, so now we're at the home screen for the expedition. Okay, at this point, we can, before we ask the students to put their headsets up to their eyes, we can start with several different levels. You can see that there's a lead-in right there below the Mount Rushmore title. It says, in 1923, a South Dakotan historian, Duane Robinson, blah, blah, blah. And you have 3 different levels of questions you can choose. Beginner question: why did Duane Robinson and Gutzon Borglum choose the presidents portrayed on Mount Rushmore? Blah, blah, blah. And we can go through and we can talk to the students about whether or not that's what the answer is to that question. But let's go ahead and start. And at this point, you want to give the students a chance to just have that whoa moment, that excitement, the first feel of presence in VR. So on the right-hand side in orange, we could click the start button, the play button. Okay, so now the students get the option to put their device into their headset. Oh, there we've got one. You see with the smiley faces as they come in, they're looking at what you're looking at. Let's see, there's another one moving around. I'm doing this all myself, so it's kind of like being a marionette operator with several different puppets. Okay, trying to keep them all on the same screen. And the 4th one pops up. Okay, so we give the students some time, at least 2 or 3 minutes to just explore their 3D environment. Here on the tablet, you can see that I'm moving around. I can see my smiley faces, which indicate that the 4 students are involved here. Here we're at Mount Rushmore. Okay, so if I want the students to follow that they're looking at, I would select, you can see these little target buttons with the titles out to the side below the Mount Rushmore title. For example, it says Presidential Portraits, Lakota Land, Black Hills. Let's click on the presidents. That's interesting. So you see that arrow appear and a target above what I'm looking at. None of the students have come to join me yet, but on their screens they're getting an arrow as well. So let's see if they'll follow me over there. Oh, there's one, and he's found it. Second one, let's see if they come in. There we go. He's scanning in and out. Okay. Well, one of them's got it. Let's move on. And then you could select several different ones. They get an arrow to go there. Um, there's one that's shown up. Let's see. Another one swinging by. They're pretty sketchy. Okay, so they got that. Okay, and you can, at this point, if you want to talk about it, you could tap that pause button again and give yourself a bell tone, ding, and then you pause it, and then they would get a pause circle on their interface that would tell them to stop. Now we want to switch over. Look, you got Yosemite. What else? We got overview of Yosemite. On top of Yosemite National Park, Yellowstone National Park. Let's go on top and we'll hit play. Students also get the option. Let's move. What can we see in Yosemite? So you can see that. Um, Select a target, climb Half Dome, get the target. Students get the option to move and find you. See if anybody can find us. There, one of our students has found us at Half Dome. Okay, let's see if we can get a couple more. Okay, so that is really the whole setup, and you can read from the question choices. You can select different targets, climbing culture, peeling away, challenging the cliffs. And you would pause it at this point and use this as a lead in. It's simply a tool to maybe excite students about mountains, maybe geography, um, geology. And then you would tap pause, students would get the pause button, ding your bell, and then you would ask them what their opinions are of this type of lead in. And I wanted to thank you guys for participating in our tutorial. Make sure to catch the student and lead tutorial. And thank you. Thanks. Bye.